Back in Dubai, we're starting a new list. Top 3 most iconic hotels in Dubai. This time we're going to Atlantis the Palm, the original Atlantis from Dubai. It is at the top of the Palm Jumeirah, and of course it is the crown jewel of the entire Palm. Or at least it used to be. Okay, let's start this. I am here with this monk. It is so heavy, it's made of solid metal, and at the back he's holding a club, so he doesn't come in peace. So let's explore Atlantis the Palm. Let's go! Back in Dubai again, we're starting a new list, Dubai's top 3 most iconic hotels or resorts. And now we're going to Atlantis the Palm, the original Atlantis.
Dubai, the city of superlatives, a place where impossible ideas become reality and dreams are built in the sand. And at the very end of the Palm Jumeirah, a man-made island shaped like a palm tree, stands a resort that perfectly embodies the spirit of limitless ambition, Atlantis the Palm.
So if you're going to Atlantis the Royal or Atlantis the Palm, you will use the same roads that we are on now. It's the same destination, they're really close to each other. And you know, going on these scenic roads, it really puts you in a vacation mood. Time I've been to any of the Atlantises, this road really hyped me up. And here it is, Atlantis, the Palm. The building is so imposing, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So for many, many years, this used to be the absolute ultimate resort in Dubai. It offered anything from beach to top restaurants and amazing pools. With time, of course, it faded away. Many other hotels and resorts, I think they're doing a better job than Atlantis the Palm, but the actual hotel, the Atlantis, is still one of the most important landmarks in Dubai, and it's still in the top 3 iconic hotels. So let's go. I really love the colors, what they did here with that, I don't know what color that is, sort of like red, orange, peach, or a blend of all of the above. So this is the actual drop-off point, and with a red carpet, you're going straight to the reception and to the main lobby. And in my honest opinion, Atlantis the Palm still has the best lobby out of any hotel or resort in Dubai. Actually in the entire UAE. So this lobby, it is really something else. It is really something else. You've seen the other lobbies from the other hotels in Dubai, and none of them compares to this. Maybe some are bigger or larger, like Atlantis the Royal, but the attention to detail and what they try to do here, no, this is from, if I was to make a top 3 lobby, hotel lobby, this would be at number 1. But this is not a top 3 lobby list, this is a top 3 most iconic hotels in Dubai. So the main theme of the Atlantis, the Palm, it is the lost city of Atlantis. So you'll see a lot of aquariums. So in the middle of the lobby, surrounded by those beautiful white columns, there is a glass sculpture. It is 10 meters tall, so around 30 feet, and it captures the essence of the sea. And from my opinion, they really outdid themselves with this structure, with this sculpture. If you manage to see it in person, 100% you'll take videos and photos of it. It is extremely, extremely beautiful. And like I said, the entire lobby is amazing. The entire lobby is just beautiful. So if they tell you, like they did in our case, that the room is not ready and you have to wander around, just take a few minutes and explore the lobby and just appreciate what the architects, the designer, and the workers did here. So like I said, in our case, they said that the room wasn't ready. From my understanding, Atlantis the Palm is extremely crowded year-round. So the receptionist told us that in the last 4 or 5 years, it's been the case year-round. So don't expect you will get any available rooms easily. So if they say that the check-in time is at 3 p.m., there is a high possibility that you'll have to wait until 3 p.m. or is it 2 p.m. around that time, 2 or 3 p.m. So I decided not to just sit in one place and complain about the check-in time. So I decided to explore the hotel. And now we're going to one of the main attractions that this hotel has, the Lost Chambers. So the Lost Chambers is a small, I would say theme park, located inside the hotel. It is open to the public for a fee, of course, and for hotel guests, it is completely free. So if you're planning to visit Dubai and you want to explore the Lost Chambers, and I think you should. I mean, the Lost Chambers, in my opinion, truly is more impressive than the aquarium located in the Dubai Mall. It really is. And it is also free. Who doesn't like a free activity or free presents? That's why they're presents. And as you can see, again, the Lost Chambers and the main aquarium of the Lost Chambers is designed around the lost city of Atlantis. So like I said, while waiting to get the room ready, we decided to just walk around the hotel interior and just appreciate all the details, all the paintings, everything that they did. And I think you will understand why I'm saying that this hotel is still extremely special, outside and inside. So there are many videos here that I stitched together. Some are during the day, some are from the morning. My honest recommendation is to go and view it in the morning. It is a lot less crowded, and I think that the light that shines here, it is natural. I mean, I don't think, I'm 100% it is natural. And the light, it is much stronger in the morning, and the overall aspect of the aquarium is more beautiful. It is brighter. The water is a lot brighter and clearer in the morning, and a lot less crowd because as the day passes, many tourists will come here. Like I said, the Lost Chambers, it is a public attraction. For a fee, anybody can visit it. But you as a guest, my suggestion is to go in the morning and take beautiful photos and videos. It is an incredible experience. I've been to the Atlantis 3 times, and I think I visited the Lost Chambers 5 times. And each time I see it, I still have moments when I just lose myself in this beautiful view. If you have kids, your kids will love it. They will ask you, what is that fish? What is that? Is that a shark? So if you have kids, I do recommend taking them with you. Also, they have some interesting activities at the Lost Chambers Aquarium. You can swim with the fish. Yeah, a lot of activities. You can feed the fish. It is really, really nice. And as you will see, they even have mermaids. But we'll get back to that when we get there.
Beyond the main attractions, there are other things to do. The Awaken Spa is a truly beautiful and relaxing place. They have a range of treatments, a steam room and a cold plunge pool. It's a great escape from the heat and the crowds. Then you have the shops, the lounges and the different events they host. It's a place that's constantly moving and evolving.
So before visiting the actual Lost Chambers, we decided to also visit the other part of the hotel, that is open to the public. And it is filled with shops and restaurants, and from my understanding, all the restaurants, or at least most of them, are extremely nice, really prestigious restaurants, some even with Michelin stars.
Beyond the day-to-day operations, Atlantis the Palm is a major venue for events. They have hosted many concerts, fashion shows and sporting events. The resort has its own ballroom, the Atlantis Ballroom, which can host up to 2,500 people for a banquet. The beach is a popular spot for massive concerts and festivals. They have a resident DJ and their beach club, White Beach, and they host regular theme nights and parties. The resort is a hub of entertainment, not just a place to sleep and eat. It's a place where something is always happening, from a live band at one of the restaurants to a special event on the beach.
Okay, so here it is, the Lost Chambers Aquarium. Actually, they do have a lot of aquariums at the Lost Chamber, so it isn't just one aquarium, but the main aquarium is the most impressive out of them all. So everything here is dark, they really set the mood, there is some background ambience music. It is extremely, extremely nice. And remember, it is free if you're staying at this hotel, so don't miss it, so because it truly deserves a visit. And one of my favorite spots in the Lost Chambers are the jellyfish aquariums. So you get to see these jellyfish, red, blue, purple, that swim around, and they are really a sight to be seen. They are so beautiful, and I know that it looks that they're swimming in slow motion, but they are not. This is their actual speed. They really do look like I don't know, space creatures swimming in the deep space. Can you swim in the deep space? Or can you fly? I think you can fly in the deep space. Traveling through the deep space. Yeah, that's it. They really look like space creatures traveling through deep space.
The Lost Chambers Aquarium. This isn't just a place to look at fish. It's designed to feel like a journey through the ruins of the lost city of Atlantis. You walk through a series of dimly lit tunnels and chambers, surrounded by over 65,000 marine animals. You see everything from colorful tropical fish to majestic stingrays and different species of sharks. The main tank, the Ambassador Lagoon, holds over 11 million liters of water. It's a huge window into a different world. You can even do a fishtails tour where you go behind the scenes to see how the marine life is cared for, including the fish hospital and nursery. They also have special experiences like snorkeling and even diving in the lagoon, so you can get up close and personal with the creatures.
Again, like I said, it really looks like a theme park, a mini theme park. And everything is extremely interesting. Every corner has some details, some strange creatures, even lobsters. Yeah, they have a lot of lobsters. Actually, this section really reminds me of Alien. I don't know, have you seen the movie Alien or Aliens or Alien on Earth from Earth? I don't know. Aliens, yeah, with the xenomorphs. It really, really reminds me of that movie.
Stepping inside is like entering a different dimension. It's so quiet, so peaceful. You're surrounded by these massive tanks of water, and it feels like you're walking on the bottom of the ocean, seeing the fish, the sharks, the rays. It's like a painting with so much life and so many colors moving slowly in front of you. It's easy to just stand there for a long, long time, lost in the stillness of it all.
And here it is, just like I said, they even have a mermaid show, and if you have girls, they will go crazy. They will talk about these mermaids the entire day. So these 3 windows to the aquarium are actually on the other side of the main and the biggest aquarium window that you've seen at the start. So this is on the other side. So the entire atmosphere here is extremely, extremely ominous. I don't know, extremely strange. If you were alone here or without any other tourists, oh, it would be scary. It would be very scary. As you can see, you won't be able to get bored. So even if you come in the morning and they'll tell you, we're sorry, your room will be ready at 2 p.m., that won't be a problem because you have a lot of things to do. So a lot of restaurants, the Lost Chambers If it isn't extremely hot, you can even go outside to the beach or explore the outside grounds. So 2 p.m. is here. It was time to check in our room. As you will see, the room is large. It is a 94 square meters room. It is a terrace suite with a view to the Palm. With this hotel, if it's your first stay, I would recommend getting a room with the Palm view, because viewing the Palm at night or during the day, it really is a nice sight. But if it's your second, third or fourth visit here, having this view, it's really not worth it anymore. You'll just be sitting outside, doing a lot of outside activities anyway. Yeah, the bathroom is ginormous. You have a walk-in closet here. Everything is really, really nice, really luxurious. Is it the nicest room out of every hotel we visit? I don't know if it is, but it's definitely in the top 3 maybe. I think what other rooms are this nice? Marsa, yeah, that's definitely in the top 3. One and only one Zabil, that's definitely in the top 3. But remember, this is not a hotel room list, and until now I never did a hotel room top 3 list, because I think Atlantis the Royal still has better rooms than this one. I just didn't get a room that is this big. So from up here you can see absolutely everything on a clear day. You can even see the Burj Khalifa, you can see Burj Al Arab. Absolutely everything. And now some detailed shots of the room. So I hope you will get an understanding of how nice this room is and how nice the hotel is. There are a lot of videos that I'm putting together. You don't have to watch the entire 1-hour video to get the impression. Just use the chapters, jump from one place to another. But I stitched them all together and made it so long, and this applies to every video that I make. So for those that are truly interested, you will truly get an idea of what this hotel and the others have to offer. I think it's always best to have more. You know, less is more, but more is more, right? Less is more, but actually more is more. So after settling in the room, I think I took around 20 to 30 minutes just enjoying the view from up here, just analyzing everything, watching the monorail train go from one place to the other, watching someone play with the ski jet, or going to the beach. People at the pool. It is really, really nice to have this vantage point. And of course the sister hotel, Atlantis the Royal, well, actually not sister hotel. They are part of the same chain, Atlantis the Palm and Atlantis the Royal. And what I was trying to tell you is that they both have an amazing view of the Palm. So if you're going to this one or the other one, you would have extremely similar vantage points.
This isn't a small boutique hotel, it's a massive, self-contained world. The resort occupies a total of 113 acres, which is a staggering amount of space equivalent to about 85 football fields. This immense size allows it to offer a complete, all-in-one vacation experience. The main hotel building is made out of 2 towers, which are connected by an iconic royal bridge suite. This suite is not just a room, it's an entire experience. It's a 3-bedroom, 924 square meter suite that spans the entire bridge between the towers, giving you a 360-degree view of the Arabian Gulf and the Palm. It comes with its own private elevator, a personal butler, and a team of chefs, and a level of exclusivity that it is simply unmatched. The resort has 1,544 rooms and suites, with a huge variety to choose from. The standard rooms, known as deluxe or ocean rooms, are incredibly spacious, starting at 45 to 47 square meters. That's significantly larger than many standard hotel rooms in major cities around the world. They have elegant marble bathrooms with a separate bath and a walk-in shower. The decor is simple and classic, a calming contrast to the lively energy of the resort. You can get rooms with balconies that look out over the sprawling Palm Jumeirah or with beautiful views of the Arabian Gulf.
Okay, so enough with the room, enough with the vantage points and the views from this room. I get it, they're all really nice. It's time to go outside and explore the beach. And then maybe the pools. Or the pools maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But first, let's explore the beach, because remember, this is a beach hotel or resort, and we have to see it. As you can see, and this is the same thing happens with Atlantis the Royal. Although the hotel is fully booked, there aren't that many people at the beach, and it wasn't a hot day. It wasn't a hot day when I was here. So that is strange. Most people like to spend their time at the pool. So this is the main pool of the hotel. It is the one that we were seeing from our room, from the balcony from our room. And it is a big pool. It is really, really big. It is a nice pool. I can't say that it has an amazing view. It has a view of the hotel, and I believe that is it. It has a view of the hotel. I think that is the most impressive view that it has, because on the other side, yeah, you can't see really that much. If you want to see on the other side, I would suggest going and staying on the beach area.
When you first see the hotel from a distance, the scale is simply breathtaking. The building is a massive, arched-shaped structure with a beautiful pinkish salmon hue, designed to look like a mythical city rising from the sea. This isn't just a building, it's a monument. The resort officially opened on September 24th, 2008, with a grand party that was a statement in itself, featuring a firework display that was reportedly 8 times larger than the one used for the Beijing Olympics opening ceremony. This wasn't just an opening, it was a global event that instantly cemented Atlantis' place as an icon.
So this is it. This is the most famous viewing spot of the entire hotel. Everyone that has done photos on Instagram or has done videos on YouTube will use this vantage point. So from the beach, they will turn around and have a direct view at the hotel. And as you can see, the hotel really has an interesting architecture with the hole in the middle, and it is really, really eye-catching. That is why I also used it in the main thumbnail.
Atlantis the Palm is not just famous in Dubai, it is one of the most recognizable hotels in the world. Its distinctive shape is a symbol of Dubai's ambition. It was a key project in the city's strategy to become a major tourism hub. It was designed to attract millions of visitors, and it has succeeded. The hotel receives a huge number of guests from all over the world, with a significant portion coming from Russia, China, and the UK and Germany. The resort's success was a signal to other major hotel chains that Dubai has a place to invest and build. It paved the way for other iconic projects like the Burj Khalifa, the Burj Al Arab, and its own sister property, Atlantis the Royal. Its legacy is tied to the city's story of rapid growth and innovation.
So walking on the beach, I think you can really understand the size of it. So this Palm Island It is extremely big. The hotels here are huge, are ginormous. As you can see on the right there, it is Atlantis the Royal, and in the center there it is Atlantis the Palm. What a beautiful hotel, what an amazing and iconic building in Dubai. Oh, and I forgot a thing that I really don't like about the main pool, or actually about the pools at Atlantis the Palm. They are extremely crowded. Yeah, I get it, the hotel was fully booked. So I think Atlantis the Palm has the same issue. I wouldn't say issue, but to each their own. So I think Atlantis the Palm and Atlantis the Royal suffer from their own success. They are the victims of their own success. They are extremely crowded, both Atlantis the Palm and Atlantis the Royal. So it is a testament that they really did everything right, or I don't know if everything, but they did most of the things right. So bear in mind that they are both extremely crowded. And I think that Atlantis the Palm is even more crowded than Atlantis the Royal, because, you know, Atlantis the Palm and Atlantis the Royal, they both offer more or less the same kind of activities. So they both offer free entry to the Lost Chambers. They both offer free access to the beach area. So if you're staying at Atlantis the Palm, you can freely go to Atlantis the Royal. That's no problem. And if you're staying at Atlantis the Royal, you can easily go at Atlantis the Palm. Nobody will have any issue with it. And also the Aquaventure Aquapark, that is also one of the main attractions on the Palm. It is, in my opinion, the best aquatic water park. It is the best water park in Dubai. They both have free access to this park. So I think that Atlantis the Palm is more crowded, comparing it to the Royal, is that it is a little bit cheaper. I would say that the rooms are around 25%, maybe a little bit more, maybe 40%, depends. They are cheaper than Atlantis the Royal. So just to put things into perspective, to understand how much cheaper, this Terrace suite room that you could see, it is extremely big at 94 square meters. So 94 square meters, it is, one second, so 94 square meters, it is 1011 square feet, so 1000 square feet. So this room, to put things into perspective, and you will understand it, immediately, a 94 square meters terrace suite that you've seen, it is extremely large. It has a living room, it has a bathroom is absolutely huge, walk-in closet. So it was the same price as the room that we had at Atlantis the Royal. And the room at Atlantis the Royal, I believe it was 55 square meters, so not half, but there. So just to put things into perspective. Now imagine how much expensive would a room like this one from Atlantis the Palm would be at Atlantis the Royal. So that's why many tourists prefer to stay at Atlantis the Palm, because many of them just want to take advantage of the restaurants, the water park, the beach, and they don't really care that much about the prestige of the hotel or the infinity pool, Cloud 22.
I spent a lot of time by the pools too. There's something special about them. They're these huge, sprawling bodies of water, but they feel like a private oasis. It's funny. You're in the middle of this massive resort, and yet you can find a corner just to yourself, to just float and let the sun do its work.
So unlike other hotels, this one doesn't have an adults-only pool. So both pools are family friendly, actually. So I think Atlantis the Palm, it is the friendliest hotel to families. So if you're having kids, bring them to this hotel, they will love it.
The real reason most people come here is for the attractions, and the biggest one by far is the Aquaventure Waterpark. This isn't just any water park, it's the world's largest, covering more than 55 acres. If you're staying at this hotel, access is free, and it's something you could easily spend the whole day exploring. It has 105 different slides and attractions, so there's something for everyone, no matter how much of a thrill seeker you are. The most famous slide is probably the Leap of Faith. It's a 9-story, almost vertical drop that sends you plummeting down into a transparent tube that goes right through a shark-filled lagoon. You see the sharks and the rays swimming around you as you fly past. It's a heart-pounding few seconds. If you're not into that, there are plenty of other options. There's the Anaconda, a twisting and turning tube ride that can hold up to 6 people, and the River Rapids, a 2.3-kilometer long river with a surprisingly strong current that pushes you along. It's a perfect mix of lazy and exciting. For the kids, there's a huge play area called Splashers, with mini slides, tipping buckets, and climbing frames. And if you want a break from the slides, there's the private beach. It's a beautiful 700-meter-long stretch of white sand where you can relax and soak up the sun. The water is a beautiful blue, and you can see the Dubai skyline in the distance. There are also plenty of pools to choose from, each with a different vibe. Some are for relaxing, while others have a more lively party atmosphere. The island, the Palm Jumeirah itself, is a massive engineering feat. It was built using a staggering 94 million cubic meters of sand, dredged from the seabed, and 7 million tons of rocks from the Hajar Mountains. It took 6 years to complete the main structure of the island. Atlantis the Palm is located on the crescent of the island, which acts as a breakwater. This specific location required a unique foundation. Over 35,000 piles were driven into the seabed, some going as deep as 40 meters to support the weight of the massive structure. The design had to withstand powerful winds and the natural movement of the sea. The building's iconic arch is a remarkable 18 meters wide at its top, a massive architectural element. The commitment to marine life at Atlantis is significant. The Ambassador Lagoon is a centerpiece, but it's more than just a giant display tank. It is a carefully managed ecosystem. The water in the lagoon is pumped directly from the Arabian Gulf and is filtered and purified around the clock. The team of marine biologists and animal specialists work to maintain a perfect environment for the fish. The aquarium is a member of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which means it meets very high standards for animal care and conservation. They have active breeding programs for many of the species in their care, and they work on the conservation projects outside the resort as well. The resort also participates in programs to protect and rehabilitate local marine life, such as sea turtles. For example, the Atlantis Atlas project is their corporate social responsibility initiative focused on sustainability and conservation. They run a dedicated sea turtle rehabilitation lagoon to help injured sea turtles found along the Dubai coast. Visitors can sometimes even see these turtles being cared for.
And after almost an entire day at the pool, so I was here with my 4-year-old daughter, and of course she loves French fries. They were delicious. So we got some French fries, we got some seafood, a Diet Coke, and a Wagyu burger for me. And they were all delicious. I really liked it.
At the sunset, you'd think in a place like this, the sunset would be a grand spectacle, but it's not. The sun actually dips behind the building. So instead of a fiery show of colors on the horizon, you get this soft, indirect light, a gentle fading of the day. It's not what you expect, but there's a quiet beauty to it, a different kind of ending.
So after spending the entire day here and watching the balloon, because Atlantis, both of the Atlantises have this attraction, you have to pay for it even if you're staying here, so remember that. But because I've seen it the entire day go up and down, up and down, up and down, I decided that on one of these days I will go in the morning and check the view at sunrise from this balloon. It is not a hot air balloon because at 50 degrees in the summer you can't rise a hot air balloon. I think you can, but it's not that wise. So it is, I think, a helium balloon. It was an interesting ride. If you want to see it, you can skip ahead and check it. So in my honest opinion, in the blue hour during the sunset, this is the time when the building, the Atlantis the Palm, becomes extremely beautiful. It is lit from key places, and it really becomes magical. If you want to take some amazing photos, now it's the time. Also, almost everyone disappears from the pools. They go in their room. They're preparing for dinner time, and as you can see, it really becomes magical. Now, my videos, I don't think they do justice for this hotel because the lens that I use is extremely wide, so I could capture everything. But the hotel, the building, it is extremely big. It is extremely big. You can't actually see it from this from these videos, but trust me, it is extremely big.
Let's talk more about the engineering of the water park. The rides are not just plastic slides, they are engineered with incredible precision. For example, the Leap of Faith slide is built with a complex system of pumps and water jets to ensure a smooth yet terrifyingly fast ride. The Aquaconda is a monstrous slide with a diameter of over 9 meters in some parts, allowing a huge raft to twist and turn at high speeds. The River Rapids system pumps over 75,000 liters of water per minute to create the surging river. The park also has a special system called the Tower of Poseidon and the Tower of Neptune, which are the two main slide towers. These towers are connected by a system of conveyor belts that carry the rafts up to the top, so you don't have to carry them yourself. It's a small detail, but it makes a huge difference when you're spending all day there. The park also has a special flash flood ride that mimics a real flash flood with waves and surges that are very powerful.
So dinner time, decided to get some tacos with beef, and they were absolutely delicious. If you want to get and eat, if you want to eat the best tacos, beef tacos, Atlantis the Palm, they are excellent. Then some quesadillas and steak. Extremely heavy dinner, but I was hungry. And a coconut dessert, a coconut with ice cream dessert, extremely delicious. 9.5 out of 10. It was either that I was extremely hungry or the food was indeed extremely delicious. So the restaurant for this dinner is Saffron. It is on the beach and it really offers some of the nicest Mexican foods that I had in my life, really. Good morning, everyone. Another night has passed. It is morning time. It is time to check the views. And of course, it was not in this actual morning, but I will stitch it here just to be just to make it more convenient. I will check the views and then I will show you how the balloon ride was. So if you're staying in this room or on this side of the hotel, on the right side, you will have a sunrise view that is absolutely spectacular. Honestly, I did the balloon ride. So if you're having a room on this side, like I did, with this view towards the sunset, towards the sunrise, I don't think you really have to go take the balloon ride. It's almost the same view as you will see. Or maybe if you want to, it is It is an interesting experience, I would say. I wouldn't recommend it from the bottom of my heart, like the Lost Chambers or the water park, but it's interesting.
You know, there is a specific kind of quiet that comes with staying in a place like this. It's a calm that settles in even with all the people and the noise. You wake up and the first thing you see is the beach. The sand, so impossibly soft, stretches out to the water. In the early morning, it's just you and the sound of the gentle waves. You can walk for a long time, just watching the city wake up in the distance.
So here is Atlantis, the Palm. And as you will see on the other side, there will be also Atlantis the Royal. This is the Palm. On a clear morning like I had here, you will see absolutely everything. Like I said before, you will see the Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, the entire marina, everything, the entire Palm. It is really, really nice. But remember, if you're planning to do this trip during the summer, there will be a high chance, a high possibility for a strong haze. And if you will be unlucky and have this strong haze in the morning, you won't see the actual sunrise. Actually, you won't be able to see that much. So be careful. Here it is, Atlantis the Royal. In the far, in the distance, Burj Al Arab and the Burj Khalifa. So downtown Dubai, the entire Palm. Yeah, everything you can see from this balloon. I was about to say hot air balloon, but it's not a hot air balloon. I think it is at 300 meters. 1 second, let me check. Yeah, I was right. So it's not the hot air balloon. So the balloon rises at 300 meters, 984 feet. That is amazing. It is equivalent to a 100-story building.
Looking back, it's not the extravagant details that I remember the most. It's the small moments, the sound of the waves on the beach in the morning, the feeling of the water in the pool, the quiet hush of the Lost Chambers, the simple, perfect pleasure of that first coffee at breakfast. These are the things that make a place more than just a hotel. They make it a memory. And that's what I'll always take with me from the Atlantis the Palm. A collection of beautiful, quiet moments forever etched in my mind.
Okay, so enough with the morning balloon. It is time to go to the breakfast. And going to the breakfast from the tower that we were located, we had to go down to the lobby level on this beautiful corridor.
The breakfast was another memory that stands out. It wasn't just a meal, it was an event. They had everything you could possibly imagine. Fresh fruit, pastries, all the different kinds of coffee. It was this perfect, quiet start to the day.
Now we reached the lobby, and in the morning, if you're going like we were here at around 8 a.m., there is almost nobody in the lobby, and it is 10 times more beautiful than it was during the check-in time. So beautiful. It is my favorite hotel lobbies from the entire Dubai.
The moment you step inside, the feeling of grandeur continues. The main lobby is dominated by a stunning glass sculpture by the famous artist Dale Chihuly. It's a 10-meter swirl over 3,000 hand-blown glass pieces, all in vibrant colors, reaching up toward the high ceiling like a captured flame. The floor beneath your feet is a beautiful mosaic tile that tells stories from the myth of Atlantis, from its legendary kings to its mythical sea creatures. You could spend a good amount of time just walking around the lobby, admiring the artistry and the intricate details. And when you leave, you don't just leave a hotel, you leave an entire world behind, a world of myth and reality, a luxury and adventure, of engineering marvels and natural beauty. It's a place that captures the imagination and leaves a lasting impression. It's more than a resort, it's an experience. And that is what makes it a true icon. It's a place that will stay with you long after you've returned home.
Okay, so now we reach the other side of the hotel. On the ground level, as you can see, there is the aquarium, less crowded than on the first day. And like I said, if you're planning to do some videos and photos and don't want anyone to be in them beside you, now is the time in the morning. As you can see, my daughter really loved it. She was 100 feet ahead of me. Just beautiful, just beautiful.
The entire experience of staying here is a reflection of the city it resides in. It's grand, it's a bit over the top, and it's unapologetically luxurious. It's a place that caters to families, couples, and groups of friends looking for a high-energy, high-adventure vacation. The sheer amount of activities means you'll never be bored. The staff, which numbers in the thousands, works tirelessly to ensure everything is perfect. They come from all over the world, bringing a diverse and friendly atmosphere to the resort.
So after watching the aquarium for a few good minutes, it was time to go to Kaleidoscope. It is a buffet type restaurant where they really have almost anything that you could ever possibly think of. So the buffet area is not extremely large, but they do have a little bit of absolutely everything that you could ever think of it or like. Now, remember, the hotel was at full capacity, but as you can see, the restaurant wasn't that crowded. This is because on the other side of the hotel, there is another restaurant. So they do have two restaurants, both serving breakfast at the same time. That is why it was not that crowded. But my favorite is this one, Kaleidoscope. That is why we are here.
A huge part of the Atlantis experience is the food. The resort is a culinary destination in itself, with over 20 restaurants and bars. A lot of them are world famous and led by celebrity chefs. For example, you have Gordon Ramsay's Bread Street Kitchens and Bar, which serves up classic British dishes like beef Wellington and fish and chips in a lively, fun atmosphere. There's also Nobu, the legendary Japanese-Peruvian fusion restaurant by chef Nobu Matsushita, which is a global icon for its innovative cuisine. One of the most spectacular dining experiences is at Oceano. It's an underwater restaurant with stunning floor-to-ceiling views of the Ambassador Lagoon. The lighting is low and the atmosphere is incredibly romantic. You are surrounded by the vibrant blue of the water and the gentle movements of the marine life. The menu is mostly seafood, and the food is as artistic as the view. You can even see divers swimming in the tank as you eat. It's a bit pricey, but for a unique, special occasion, it's hard to beat. For a more casual meal, you have options like Seafire, Steakhouse and Bar, which has its own exclusive breed of cattle, or Ronda Locatelli, a great Italian place with amazing pizzas. And for families, there's a Wave House, a fun spot with arcade game and bowling. But my favorite is Saffron. It's a huge buffet with over 220 different dishes and 20 live cooking stations. You can get everything from Indian curries to Southeast Asian noodles, dishes and fresh seafood. It's a great way to try a little bit of everything. Saffron is especially famous for its Friday brunch, which is one of the most popular in the city. Dubai, a city that feels like a dream, always reaching for the sky. And in this city of dreams, there are a few places that just stick with you. Atlantis the Palm is one of them. For me, it's a feeling more than just a hotel. It's a place that sits in my memory as one of the most iconic, almost mythical places I've been. One of the things that makes Atlantis so special is that it's not just a place to sleep. It's a world in itself. You have the Aquaventure Waterpark right there. I was at the Royal for my other video, but it's all part of the same thing. You can just walk over. It's this whole other universe of fun. The slides, the river rides, it's really something else. It's a shared experience, a little pocket of pure joy that everyone gets to be a part of.
So, final thoughts about Atlantis the Palm. I will place it in the top 3 most iconic hotels and resorts in Dubai at position number 3. It is starting to show its age, but it is still an extremely iconic and extremely nice hotel with a lot of amenities. It offers a lot of restaurants. Some of them are world famous Michelin star restaurants. The Aquaventure Waterpark is the number 1. It is the best one in Dubai. And they offer pools, beach access. It is extremely nice. Oh, and of course, the Lost Chambers, the large aquarium. It is really nice. So if you're planning to go to Dubai, have this one in mind. It is in the top 3 iconic hotels and resorts in Dubai at position number 3. So Atlantis the Palm, you get bronze, 3rd place. Congratulations! So I decided to get some Asian food, avocado toast with poached egg, and because it was our last day, they gave us a Bon Voyage cake, a nice touch. And of course, because Atlantis the Palm has free access to the Aquaventure Park, I do really recommend going here at least one day. So reserve one full day for the water park. So if you've seen Atlantis the Royal and you recognize these shots, yes, they are from the Atlantis the Royal Aquaventure Day, because we decided to visit the water park during our stay at Atlantis the Royal. But remember, you can visit the park anytime you want. If you're staying at both of the hotels, it doesn't matter.